So obviously, me and my homeboys went down to the beach. We didn't know who all else was gonna be down there. Originally, it was supposed to be a boys trip. So me and one of my homeboys that was going, we wasn't on nothing. Like we were chilling the whole time. There was no missions in play. There was no my ball hog, none of that. There was nothing. Kill my dog. There was nothing supposed to be going on. Now, here's the issue. Uh, they have me. Well, no, hold on. It was four. It was five of us. It was five of us. Three of us were on something. Like three of us paired up with a group of like eight girls. It was like a group of eight girls. Three of us paired up. Two of us,
38?
me and my
Okay.
homeboy, we weren't on nothing. So we were just like entertaining the rest of the girls while the main group of guys were getting their ISOs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a cool 5v2, and then you had three ISOs, right? Real chill,
Mm-hmm.
nothing too crazy, nothing concerning. So we're sitting there, and we go down to the beach. We're chilling. We meet up with the girls. We're chatting. Everybody's having their fun time and whatnot. We didn't have no bread on
Everything.
us or anything.
Okay.
We didn't have no bread on us
Mm-hmm.
or anything for real. So we didn't have no alcohol. We just out there just having fun. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Uh,
Wait, hold on. Y'all went down to the beach, no bread? No
no bread.
elk?
Why? Why?
I
It,
don't
it
like the
just didn't
word
occur to
elk.
me.
No. Ew.
Nothing to sip
Oh,
on.
y'all
Yeah,
came down with
yeah.
no bread.
Nothing to sip on. Nothing to sip on. So I'm gonna preface this. I have money, but I'm not using it on this trip. I'm saving it for rainy days, or
Sound
it's
like
for
a
a whole
broke
side mission.
nigga.
Hey, it's a
Sound like a
side story.
brokey.
You feel me?
Sound like a broke nigga.
So we end up, chopping it up or whatever. A couple of my boys did have
Brokey.
a little bit of something to
I'm
inhale,
sorry.
to get a little bit out of in that mind, in that mode. You feel what I'm saying? They had that, but that's not me. That's not my bag. That's not my homeboy's bag. We was just chilling. We was chatting it up with the girls. We were genuinely friends. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we weren't on anything. Now, the
Right.
reason before we go on this trip, I tell my homeboys, I say, hey, when we go down here, if something comes to you, fantastic, have a ball, have a great time. But if it doesn't, or if something happens, it just wasn't your turn this time, right? It just wasn't meant to be. Let it rock, regroup, get on something else, or just get it within the flow of the offense. Don't force a shot. That's unnecessary. That's not what we're there for. We're there
Right.
to kick it with each
Oh,
other. We're five homeboys. It's a
right.
boys trip. If somebody gets a little bit of action, type shit. You feel me? But if not,
I
perfectly fine.
just let it be.
Now,
No, I understand that. That's what rules on. Well,
it gets
for the two
bad though.
men.
It gets bad
Ah,
because some people got tender. So the three that we let ISO, right? They so basically the girls had one spot, we had our spot. Real chill, no issues. They come over and kick it with us most of the time the first day. And then we end up like going to the beach or whatever, have fun and all that. Come back, they go over to their spot for the night. So the next day, we run it back. I think we go to get something to eat or whatever. And we're chopping it up. And we're like, hey, so y'all trying to come over? Can we come over to y'all's tonight? And they were like, I mean, yeah, there's no problem. We should be free, right? Cool, no problem. We separate after that, and I'm just walking with my boys. But as we're walking around the boardwalk, we see the group of girls. Here's the issue: there was a few orbiting guys too, and there was one in particular that was messing with one of my homeboys. That one of the three. There's mind you, the group is eight. It's eight girls deep. Three of them have been in interactions, have been negotiating, right? Have been negotiating contract terms with a few of my homeboys. Three.
mhm.
One of those three is talking to this guy right there. Talking to this guy right off to the side. They're like all up on each other, chatting. She's giggling, and my homeboy sees it. And at first, I think he's chill. I think he's good because it doesn't look like he's really like. It doesn't look like he's pissed. He's just It looks like he's a little bit irritated, but it's kind of dark outside at the time because it's like 6 7 p.m. And so I'm like, all right, we're cool. We walk past though, and she sees us. They didn't see us at first. They see us, and then the girl who just separated from the guy that she was all up on calls his phone. He takes his phone out, looks at his phone, watches it ring through. She watches us watching him watching his phone ring through. So now you're not keeping it a band. You're not keeping it above it, right? Remember, If it comes your way, fantastic. But if not, let it go. We don't care that much.
Right.
They don't matter that much. Let it slide. That's not what we're here for. We're not here for her. We're here for us, the gang, the boys. Right? Unfortunately, like I said, he just watched the phone ring through. Second time she calls. I'm like, bro, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Just don't mess this up, right? Don't mess this up for everybody else. Even if yours is gone, just get on something else. It's not even that deep, bro. Like there's literally 5 others that we have been entertaining this entire time, bro. Like you can get on something if you really want to. Now, I'm thinking that this is going to make sense to him. I'm thinking that he's gonna pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And he does pick up the phone, but the way he's talking to her on the phone, he just sounds very dismissive. He sounds very irritated. He's giving one-word answers. He's just kind of sighing on the phone and all that. And that's all they needed to know, because she's like, all right, well, I'll see you later. And he's like, I mean, probably. Hangs up the phone.
Shit.
We go back to our spot. They go back to theirs. We hit them up like 3 hours later, you know, around like 10, 11 p.m. And we're like, hey, can we pull up? And they straight up said, well, we're put up for the night. We're put up for the night. Now, if you know, you know. You know, because there's no reason girls go to the beach and they are quote unquote put up for the night for no reason. They're in the crib and somebody pulled up on them. That's what happened. So we lost our opportunity and we gotta eat that one. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly fine. I'm cool. Again, remember, I'm chilling, so I don't care. So I'm sitting there and you know, I'm talking to the boys or whatever, and I peep game. Now, mind you, I don't care because I'm not on anything. Now, my homeboy that's not on anything, he's just shy. That's why he's not on anything. So by default, he's just gonna sit there in the corner real timid. We tried to joke around and put him on with some hefty type shit, and he was not going at all. Obviously, he's like, yo, quit playing with me, bro. Da-da-da-da-da. And we were like, all right, my fault. But we just been chilling. We was chilling, entertaining the other 5 girls. We had the 3 ISOs. So now that he sat there and messed up the play, we're thinking that it's over. Everybody's you know, opportunities they're done. It's cooked. That wasn't the case though, because after about like 30 minutes, the other 2, right? They get a call, and they're like, "Hey, you trying to pull up?" And then they're looking around and they're like, "Well, matter of fact, you just come." Or no. It was supposed to be 3. So they wanted those 2 that were already like linked up, and they wanted me to go. But again, like I said, I'm not on anything. I'm just chilling. So I'm hoping that, you know, you're still gonna let my boys pull up or whatever, and they're gonna do their thing. They're gonna have fun, and then, you know, y'all gonna get active tonight, or y'all going, you know, just chilling and do what it do. Not knocking anybody, hustle, just respecting game. Of course, I get killed at that point. But, you know, oh, there was somebody already dead in the room. I'm stupid. Well, you know, so I'm sitting there. I'm not mad or anything. I'm just like,
giving
I respect
spoilers.
it.
I'm watching the stream.
Yeah. So I'm watching or whatever, and I see the phone call going through. I'm like, hey, I'm not finna pull up. Like, y'all can pull up. I'm good though. So boom, boom, boom. Those 2 end up going. Now, keep in mind, we have 1 whip. So they take the car. The rest of us just chilling at the crib. The other one's pouting, right? My 3rd homeboy, he's pouting because obviously he knows since he didn't get drafted to come over, that means the guy that we saw her with earlier, he's over there. Him and his homeboys are over there, which means there was 3 open slots.
I guess, but
there was 3 open slots because he messed up the motion earlier. Now I'm not going, so there was 2 open slots. So my 2 homeboys take the car. They pull up over there. Only one of them decides to stay the night. The other one, he's like, I'm not really feeling it that much. I'm finna just, you know, be out. I'm like, I was like, cool, whatever. Just come back and we'll just go scoot, bro, in the morning. He comes back all dejected and everything, but like he's a little tender behind it, but he's not as pressed and as like out of pocket as the other homeboy. Now, he ends up getting over here, and we're waiting to get a report from my homeboy that's still over there, right? He's still out in the field. So we're trying to see, like, Are you gonna need somebody to scoop you
Mhm.
up because we know you're not over there as the only guy? It's not 8 girls and then just one of the girls is paired up with you. No, no, no. There's 4 or 5 guys over there that don't know us, that don't rock with us, that are doing their own thing. They're encroaching on our enclosure. You feel what I'm saying? So they
I
already
do.
poached one person, and our other homeboy, he let it happen, right? Because he wanted to be in his feelings about it. When we told him, don't be in your feelings about it. Let me hold somebody. So he's like, oh, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Come get me in the morning. We pull up, we grab him in the morning. We're like, hey, how'd it go? Like, what was you on? He said, oh, nothing.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So
You
in the
stayed the
end, right?
night?
In the end, there was a pointless endeavor that was underwent. 2 homeboys got drafted. They tried to draft me. I wasn't on that. So those 2 ended up going. The one returns early because he just wasn't feeling the vibe, and the other one stayed the night, laid up with Shorty, just to call us to scoop him in the morning and say, yeah, we ain't do nothing. I was just laid up with her. I said,
This is not your situation. This ain't nothing.
now here's the issue. Here's the issue. I'm thinking, you know, oh, he's just saying that because that's what he should say. He's just saying that because, you know, he just really wasn't on nothing for real. Perfectly fine. I wasn't on nothing either, right? I thought he was on something, but you know, if he's not, perfectly fine. I'm not peer pressuring anybody to get on something. You got it. Or so I thought. But the rest of the day he's sulking. So in my head, I'm thinking, mind you, he gets in that mode. When he gets in that mode, he's locked in. He's one of them ones. You feel what I'm saying? He's an all-star. He puts up buckets. Straight bucket getter. You feel me? Mad respect to him.
Right.
So when this happens and I see his demeanor the rest of the day, and realistically the rest of the trip, I'm understanding like he didn't not do anything because he didn't want to. He got shut down. His advances got shut down. So she didn't want nothing to do with him. And that's what happened. So when I saw that, I was like, dang, that's kind of tough. Like, hey, even all-stars get locked down and have a bad game every now and then, you know?
Every now and then.
But it was just kind of crazy that it all started when we saw like the linkage in public, and then my homeboy got in his feelings when he got on that phone call. Like that was the craziest thing, because it really just botched the rest of the trip. Mind you, I think we saw the girls like as a group one more time, and the one girl wasn't trying to even hide or play around like that she had been caught up with somebody else. She was just like having her merry old time. And the rest of the girls, when they saw my homeboy still having an attitude, they were like, ooh. But like, obviously, it wasn't anything. Or it didn't really matter for real. So to my homeboys that had something going on, they all said the trip was terrible. But me and my homeboy that wasn't on nothing, we had a marvelous time. We had a fantastic time. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it was less about like obviously getting on women. Because like if it happens, like I said, before the trip even happened, I let them know. If we get on that and we have an opportunity, fantastic. You guys have a ball. I'm not on anything regardless. But if you have something that you want, go have a ball. Go do your thing. You feel me? But if it doesn't come your way, if the ball goes the other way, if they don't swing the rock to you, if there's no interest in signing a deal, you know, a little 10-day contract, just let it go. Just let it go and have fun. And they couldn't do that.
You know how niggas get.
Yeah.
You know how niggas
It
get,
was-
bro.
It was rough. But like I said, me, I had fun. And that's what mattered, because I spent my money to have fun. They spent their money and they think they wasted it. I ain't waste nothing. I went, I kicked it. I had a lovely time chatting it up with the ladies, right? On some platonic stuff. And a couple of them was trying to be on that with me. That was the thing that was throwing me. But like, I ain't really care. That's not what I came there for. You feel me? I just came there to entertain, to allow my boys to have their fun. And I was gonna stay in my little box. And that's what I did. I stayed in my little box, stayed out the way, and let them,
Well, the truth is
play.
that you should never go to a location expecting to crack. That's just stupid.
Yeah, you asking for a lot.